Welcome to this 3-minute introductory session about the deconstructing mental health block, taking fixed contract values and working out if they are value for money. Richard at rsrconsultants.com. Please do get in touch if there's anything in here you'd like to discuss further and is of interest. Now, in just 3 minutes, there's only a limited amount we can cover, but deconstructing a block takes fixed contract values for a commissioner for mental health services, not NHS England specialised for mental health services, and works out their split by services, by lines. And we summarise them in Excel files, and there's a bit of a guidance document attached to it. And there's a lot to be learned from the acute sector because they've just recently been through this pain. In fact, mental health has once, but the results haven't been used. And so this time it feels a lot more real. This time we have prices in the template that feel much more reasonable. So whilst commissioners will be returning the templates, it is supposed to be a joint commissioner and provider aspect. And it is important to learn from providers and commissioners from each other and make sure there is a good joint understanding of what is in the fixed contract value. I recommend a principle-based approach, some rules, some locally agreed rules, so that should you then find more that needs to go into the template, you just go, well, we adjust everything in the template, times it by 5% because we found 5% more, and it all flows through, or divide it by 5% because we just found more, etc. Because you are rarely going to get this exercise right the first time. And so it will come back to how can we get it right going forwards. So please keep it principle-based if you can. Now, it is possible this is going to become very financially real very quickly. And so don't think we can come back to this in 6 months' time and try again. There's going to be more and more to learn from. And there are now indicative prices in here. And these indicative prices, they seem reasonable. It covers indicative prices. There'll be some local prices. There's some education, not activity-based. And then there's structural support that all goes in. And these prices, £280 versus an average of 252. Price is higher than cost. 748 plus 5% market forces factor versus 786. Price equals cost. The price seems about right. But the big issue is that we haven't been using these new currencies for quite a while. These groupings have only just started being used for costing purposes, for pricing purposes. So I think we're going to find a lot of people trying to look at their coding and counting very quickly and change the outcome of this exercise so that their activity is more accurate, more complete. And so I would not be surprised if that's the situation you find yourself in. But please, Richard at rsrconsultants.com to discuss it further.